This bread is a few days old, and I know it's not as good as fresh bread, but in Italy we never throw it away. You can make papà pomodoro, you can make panzanella, you can make bruschetta, for example, or you can make one of the most comforting recipes from northern Italy that is called canederli. This is a humble and poor recipe, but they're also delicious. You can also make them ahead and you can store them in the fridge or in the freezer. Today we're gonna go through three main things. I'm gonna show you how to make a really nice and simple vegetable broth. I know you can use vegetable stock or you can even use miso. I am a flexible Italian and I allow you to use miso for Italian recipes, but I really want to show you my recipe and the way that you can make it yourself. It's so easy and we never do it. Then I'm gonna show you how to make canederli. I'm gonna show you my version, there are different ones, and I'm gonna make it egg-free and dairy-free. And finally, I give you 3 tips you must follow to avoid the disaster, because it happens, sometimes they are just too soft and in the vegetable broth, they just fall apart. But if you follow these 3 tips, you're not gonna have any problems. As I said, to make vegetable broth is really easy. So you just need a few veggies. So I'm gonna use celery, carrots, and the leeks. I'm not gonna use the onion because I don't have it anymore, but I can use the leek and it works perfectly. And then I'm gonna use the dried mushrooms because they give the umami flavor that I'm looking for, and also the soy sauce. And as I said, I'm a flexible Italian, and also bay leaves. That's it. As I said, you can use any veggie you like. So this is not the perfect vegetable broth, but I would say that it's just good enough. It's just really good. And maybe one day I'm gonna make like a video to make your own and the best vegetable broth. So you just have to put everything in the pan, you add the water and just let it simmer for about an hour. You have to cook it with the lid on and be careful to don't put the heat too high. So you just have to simmer for about an hour. I would say the more the better, but important is the lid on because otherwise all the water evaporates, okay? In the meantime that the vegetable broth is cooking, we're gonna slice the bread. So you have to cut it into dices, like this. Now you're gonna put all the bread in a bowl. You're gonna add hot plant-based milk, but without sugar. And then you let it rest for about 30 minutes. As you see, this bread is not that hard, so it's just like a few days old. So it's not 30 minutes, they're not necessary. So I would say 10 to 15 minutes in this case. In the meantime that the bread is resting, we're gonna cook this amount of spinach that they're just gonna become like a really little amount. Now the spinach and the bread are ready. Tip number 1, first tip that is really important to avoid the canederli to fall apart when you cook them, is to check the moisture of your veggies and of your ingredients, which means that you have to cook the spinaches really well, so they have to release all the water, all the excess water inside the veggies, and you don't have to add too much milk because otherwise you have too much liquid and the canederli that just don't stay together. If you follow the measurement that I'm gonna leave you below, I think you're gonna be fine. But also still it depends on the consistency that you have of your bread, how old is it, and also about the spinaches, so you really have to check and to see, but this is gonna be about next step when we add the flour. Now you can combine the bread and the spinach together. You just combine them in a bowl and you just massage them, or you can also blend the spinach first. And this is what I'm gonna do right now. Now we're gonna add more flavor to this recipe, so we're gonna add nutritional yeast, pepper, salt, and nutmeg. And then you massage to combine everything together. It looks amazing, and remember to taste to see if you have to add more salt or if you have to add more nutmeg or pepper, okay? We're almost there. We just need to add the flour step by step, and here comes the second big tip. You have to add the flour, about 3 to 4 tablespoons, and then you have to let it rest for at least 10 minutes in the fridge. If you don't let it rest, you cannot create your canederli, and you don't know if you need more flour or if it's too dry. So I highly recommend this, and to be patient while you cook. Let's add the flour, you mix it up, and you let it rest. 10 minutes are passed. I think I don't have to add any more flour. It looks a little bit sticky if you see, but it's no problem. This is normal. We're gonna wet our hands with the water or with oil, and yeah, all is left is to create the canederli. There is one more mistake that most people do, so I'm gonna give you the third and amazing tip in a moment, so your dumplings, your canederli are not gonna break apart. Bellini. Now we just have to cook them and boil them with the vegetable broth that we prepared earlier, and we're gonna just take out the veggies inside. Ooh, it's hot. So we're just gonna use the broth. With the veggies you can make a cream, soups, you can just blend them, or you can make polpette with them. You can also just blend them with a little bit of oil, and they become like a nice garnish for seitan or for polpette. For sure, you can make a lot of stuff with them, and you don't have to throw them away. Now we just have to cook our canederli in our vegetable broth. But before you do, you have to know the third tip, really important tip. Because this is really important, because most of the people, they just boil them and they keep the heat really, really high. And that way, they just break apart. Even if they're made perfectly, they just break. So, let them simmer. The heat really, really low, and you just cook them for a few minutes. I'm not gonna make them all for dinner, so I'm gonna make just 3 or 4, and you can freeze them or you can store them in the fridge. And about the vegetable broth, I'm not gonna do it, but you can also freeze the vegetable broth. So it's nice to prepare ahead, and usually I store it in this glass jar. Should be okay. I can say that they look perfect. I definitely prefer to blend the spinach. I've never done this version before, so I was always keeping the spinach just cooked and then mix them together. But to be honest, I prefer this version. They're amazing, yeah. Good. Let me know if you're gonna try them out, and thanks everybody for sharing your time with me today, and see you next time. Ciao ciao! Perfetti. Perfetti.